In this video, I'm going to show you exactly how you can make $10,000 a month, period. I'm going to show you exactly how to do it. The reason that I'm so confident that literally if you implement on what we go through in this video, you will have the ability to make $10,000 per month. And the reason I'm so confident is because every single day, right? Every single day, I see this same process get repeated and it routinely produces 10,000 a month agency owners. Period, full stop, that's it. And in this video, I'm gonna show you exactly how to do that. So make sure you grab your coffee, because seriously, right? Seriously, if you're a serious agency owner, I'm getting a bit hyped here because I know how much this is going to impact you if you're an agency owner. And if you are a serious agency owner, then watch through this video, okay? Watch through this video. I've got a homework task at the end of this video as well to ensure that you will actually get to 10,000 a month with your agency as a byproduct of watching this video. Now, I'm gonna be walking you through how to make 10,000 a month. Right? I'm going to be walking you through. So to be honest, I should be charging you maybe $5,000, $10,000 for you to watch this video because you're going to be able to make 10,000 a month routinely month after month. So you're going to 10x your investment if you was to pay me $5,000 to $10,000 for this video. Now, I'm not going to ask for that. All I'm going to ask in return is that you take a split second before you continue watching this video to smash the like button. That's it. And also subscribe to the channel and turn on those post notifications. And with that truly being said, let's jump straight in. So the other day, I was genuinely sat down and I was genuinely thinking why so many Quantum Leap e-com agency students absolutely crush 10,000 a month, right? 10,000 a month isn't even a goal in the Quantum Leap e-com agency community, and that's just me being honest, right? Any students watching this video right now, go ahead and comment and back me up here because you guys know, right? You're inside. It's not even really a goal because people absolutely crush it, okay? Now, I'm not selling the program, so don't click away just yet. But my point is that I was sat down and I was trying to genuinely understand why so many students absolutely crush that mark. And I really boiled it down to 3 actionable steps, right? And again, before you click away, I'm not going to be going through the fact that these students, really understood their true self. And, they started to take action that was a lot more in line with who they truly are deep down, right? So I'm not going to be talking about that stuff because that's not going to help you, okay? This channel is purely to aid you in getting to 20K a month, 50K a month. And this video in particular, it's going to make you get to 10K a month, right? And so I boiled it down to 3 actionable insights. Keyword actionable, right? If you implement and you take action on these actionable insights, you too have the utmost ability to get to 10,000 a month. And that's really what I want you to do in this video. And also, as I said at the start of the video, I'm going to give you some homework. If you stick around to the end, it's going to be a 3 homework assessment, if you like. And the reason I've done that is because I know the serious agency owners are going to do it. And if you're a serious agency owner, you're going to be able to get to 10K a month by completing this video and the homework section of this video as well. And you've got to have the ability to go all in. And this isn't even one of the actionable insights. It's just, I'm just kind of rambling here. And it's something that I just thought about. If you don't have the ability or you're not willing to go all in, right? Like all in, put everything you have, your entire living being into ramping up your agency seriously, then just click away from this video. Don't keep watching it, because if you're not willing to go all in 100% head first in and dedicate everything that you have to building a serious business, because at the end of the day, we're building a serious business, then you're not going to get to that point, right? You're never going to get to 10, 20, 30K a month. It's just not going to happen. Okay. So make sure that you're wanting to go all in. And if you are, then stick around to the end of the video. I'm going to give you some homework for you to get to 10K as well. So without further ado, let's jump straight into the 3 actionable insights. And again, as the title states, I know you're probably thinking 10,000 a month in 9 days. Are you serious? Like, that's ridiculous. But I've literally seen students go from 0 to 10,000 a month in a time frame as short as 9 days. In a time frame as short as 9 days, I've seen students go from 0 to 10,000 a month. That's quicker than what I was able to go from 0 to 10,000 a month with my own agency, right? It's absolutely ridiculous. And as I say, I've boiled it down to 3 actionable insights. So let's get into insight number 1. Now, this goes without saying, if you've watched any a number of my videos, you probably already are implementing on this insight. But just for those who aren't, I want to get everybody on the same page to ensure that you have the true ability to get to 10,000 a month. And that is every single person who I see go from 0 to 10K in a ridiculous time frame. Even 30 days, right, is still ridiculous, but I've seen 9 days as well, as this title states. Everybody's in the e-commerce niche, right? Now, again, don't click away from the video, because I know this one, you're probably like, oh yeah, I already know all this stuff, like whatever. I just want to get everybody on the same page. But quite frankly, if you're not in the e-commerce niche right now with your agency, I truly have no idea what you're doing. Okay, I don't know what you're doing. I don't know why. I don't know the logical reasoning as to why you would think any other niche is better than the e-commerce niche. Now, I've got a myriad of videos on my channel going through why the e-com niche is the best niche. But I mean, the events that have just taken place in the world, I mean, that alone says everything. That alone tells you exactly what you need to know. And it tells you to get into the e-commerce niche, right? The events that have just taken place, all local businesses, all gyms or restaurants or this and that all got shut down. So what does that mean for your agency? Well, it means that your agency would have got shut down as well. However, during that same period of time, myself and I know a bunch of other e-com agency owners, that's when we grew the most, right? I grew the most during that period of time when everything else in the world was just going haywire, right? That's when my business literally grew the most. I hit my biggest months up until that point, right? Obviously, since then I've hit bigger, but I hit my peaks from starting my agency to that point. My biggest months started to really roll in that phase, right? And then from there, I was able to then hit, make those biggest months my then hygiene standard. And now I've built off of that again, right? And it's because I was in the e-commerce niche. If I was in any other niche, I would have been absolutely screwed. And to be honest as well, just to touch on that really quickly, I don't want to spend too much time on this first insight because I know a lot of you guys already are in the e-commerce niche. So go ahead and skip to the next one if you are. But also ask yourself, all these other gurus in the space, right? Every single one of them, SMMA gurus and whatnot, every single one of them is within the online niche, whether it be info products, e-commerce, whatever it may be, it's all online. However, they always preach that you shouldn't, you should never start out in the e-commerce niche. You should never start out in the e-commerce niche because it's too hard, it's too complex, this, that. And I understand that yes, it is slightly more difficult in the e-commerce niche to get a good start. But if you're equipped with the right strategies, you're going to be fine. And it's pretty hard to get started in the lead gen niche as well, right? It's just because the concepts sound easier. But to be honest, to sign clients, it's really not that much harder. And there's a myriad of reasons as to why. I've got videos on my channel. If you want to explore that topic a bit more in depth, go ahead and check those out. But like I say, if you're a beginner, just know that you can start out in the e-commerce niche, and I highly, highly, highly advise it. Even if you're at 10K a month right now with a different agency, I seriously recommend for you to change because you probably now understand just how ridiculously hard it is to scale any other agency that's not e-com agency, right? So that's that. Everybody's in the e-commerce niche. I wanted to get everybody on the same page. Now let's get into the pure insights. So this next insight can literally alone, without anything else that I go through in this video or the homework section, this next insight alone can get you to 10K a month, right? From zero. This is from zero. If you're at 5K, this stuff can probably get you to like 20, 30K a month, right? So actionable insight number 2 is each agency is personalized, okay? Every agency that I see go from 0 to 10K a month, like in the span of like 10 days, 30 days, even 90 days, right? Every single agency is personalized. Now, what do I mean by that? I don't mean personalized first line in email outreach and stuff like that. I mean, every agency is personalized in that they're nothing like any other agency out there. Ask yourself this question. Let me ask yourself this question. And the answer to this question is going to seriously drill in my point, what I'm trying to get across here. If you're an e-commerce brand owner, okay, position yourself as you run a 30, 50, 100,000 a month e-commerce brand, right? You've got your product operations, you run a Shopify brand, right? You're a genuine e-commerce brand owner. And think of yourself as an ideal client to agencies, right? To your agency. And just like every other e-commerce brand owner out there, you get a myriad of emails every single day. Now, trust me, this is true. I know because I speak to my clients about this, right? I'm always trying to see from like the client's perspective and understand more from an e-commerce brand owner, how they view agencies and kind of what a day-to-day looks like with them for interactions with agencies, right? And I literally know firsthand that these brands literally get 10, 20, 30 emails every single day from agencies. I know this firsthand. I've had these interactions and conversations with my clients. They literally tell me they get 10, 20, 30 emails every single day, right? So now, again, position yourself as that brand owner and you've just got an email from an agency and it says XYZ, whatever it says. 10 minutes later, you get another email from another agency, which is very, very likely, which probably happens to every single brand out there. And that email also says XYZ, the exact same thing. Why would you ever even think or even consider booking in a call with that second agency that said XYZ, which is exactly what the first agency said? And that first agency said exactly what the agency the day before said, and so on and so forth. If everything's identical, why would you ever book in a call? You just wouldn't, right? You just wouldn't. And this is what so many agency owners fail to understand. They just fail to understand this, right? They just look at numbers, right? 100 outreaches a day. If I send 100 outreaches a day, that means I have 100 times more chance of booking on a call than if I was to send 1 email a day. That's all they look at. They fail to look from the e-commerce brand owner's perspective. They fail to look through their lens. And that's what will happen, right? If you're an agency and you send an email, if it's the same as everything else, as every other email, it's the same structure, you're saying the same thing, you've got the same offers, you talk, you introduce yourself in the same way, you position your agency in the same way, you come from the same angles, you touch on the same things, why would somebody book in a call with you? They just won't. So it doesn't matter if you send outreach for 6 months, 100 emails every single day for 6 months, 200 emails every single day for 6 months, for a year, for 2 years. It doesn't matter. You're never going to sign a client because of that logic right there. If they get an email that's exactly the same as the email that they got 10 minutes earlier, they're just never going to book in a call. And this is why I'm so hyped right now, because this is the biggest issue that I see in the space. And so on the topic of the video, you're probably thinking, how can you go from, 0 to 10,000 a month or build a 10,000 a month agency in 9 days? How can you do that in a week? Well, the reason it's able to be done is because starting from day dot, the first day that you start outreach and outbound prospecting and client acquisition, it's entirely built off of what you think. It's entirely personalized. Everything has your personality injected throughout it. And again, as I mentioned, this is what I see students do, and I've seen this firsthand. I've seen it firsthand, which is why I'm making this video. Go from 0 to 10,000 a month in 9 days, in 10 days, in 1 week, in 2 weeks, in 4 weeks, in a month, right? 30 days. It's because they start off amazingly well. They don't need to go through 6 months of wasting their time to then understand, okay, now I understand these concepts. Okay, now I'm going to start it. And then a week later, they'll get their first client, but it's been 6 months and 1 week for them to get their first client. Whereas if you just start from day one properly, like I've just mentioned, entirely personalized, entirely, it's got your personality throughout it. And I don't mean the email to be personalized, by the way. I don't mean like you need to make it specific to every brand you reach out to. I just mean make it your own. Put your own taste on it. Put your own spin on it, right? Inject your own personality throughout. Now, on top of that, bear in mind, you still need to implement on proven systems, proven processes, proven procedures, proven, structures that work. And I'm by no means against that. All of my videos on this channel aim to provide you with those structures that work time and time and time again. The Quantum Leap e-com agency community is literally filled with over 420 agency owners at this point in time, and like a ridiculous amount of success is derived from that group. Why? Because the structures are proven. Again, it's the same ideas that I cover on this YouTube channel, right? The structures are proven, the processes are proven, and that's what you need to implement on and take action on. But don't copy the word for words. Don't copy the exact things that it says, because that's where then you fall instantly into that bracket of all those agencies, right? E-com brand owners, just every time they'll see get an agency email, they'll just push it into that bracket, into that kind of pool of the other 50 agencies that reached out to them that same day. Don't get pushed into that bracket. You've got to change things up for yourself so that you get pushed over here. And that's when people book in a call. That's when you get calls booked. That's when you can start to sign clients. And that's how you literally go from 0 to 10K in 9 days, as I say. And look, I'll be very transparent with you as well. This is the reason so many, I see firsthand again, so many students go from 0 to 10K far quicker than I personally went from 0 to 10K. Because guess what? When I started out, I was doing that exact same thing. I was copying what everybody else was doing. I thought, oh, that's working for them. It's got to work for me, right? And so I copied everything word for word. I thought that this word after this word, or this word before this word, before that word, before that word, it was that sentence that got clients to sign. It was that sentence that got clients to close and got them to give me their money. I thought it was that set of words, that paragraph. That's why clients gave you the money. But it's got nothing to do with that. It's the structures, right? It's the structures, it's the procedures, it's the processes, it's the systems that are in place that enable you to sign clients. Copy those systems directly. That's why I give them away, right? That's why I give everything away. But don't copy the word for word. Inject your own personality throughout. That's how, instead of getting pushed over here with all those other agencies, that's how you get siloed and get put over here. Now, actionable insight number 3. This in my opinion, is the most important, right? This, in my opinion, is the most important. This is how you have consistent growth with your agency over, a year, 3 years, 5 years, 10 years. This is how you have consistent growth. Because I don't know about you, but when I was starting out and I was trying to get to 10,000 a month, I didn't want to make 10,000 a month 1 month, and then the next month I make 0, and then the next month I make 0, and then the next month I make 2,000 and then 0. I wanted to make 10,000 every single month. I wanted to make 10,000 my hygiene standard, so that then I could use that as my stepping stone to get to 20,000 a month, and then repeat the process. Make 20,000 a month my hygiene standard, then use that as a stepping stone to get to 50,000 a month, and then 60,000 a month, which is where I'm at right now, right? Well, it's slightly over 60,000 a month. Actually, right now it's way past 60,000 a month. The first week of Feb, I was able to pull in 20,000, so it's going to be a very, very big month, probably my biggest month ever. But yeah, that's what I wanted when I was starting out, and so that's what I did. Now, this actionable insight number 3 is how I was able to do that, okay? And it was by having the systems in place in the back end that enabled myself and my agency to deliver client results, to deliver results that warrant a client to continue paying my agency 5,000 a month, 10,000 a month, whatever it is. The only way you can do that, the only way you can sustain your success as an agency owner and increase it over time, is by having a service delivery in the back end, having a process that delivers results. If you don't deliver results, yes, you may be able to sign on a client. Well done, you sign on a 3,000 a month client. That's amazing. But guess what? Next month, they're not going to pay you that 3,000 a month because they're not getting any results. They're massively in the red. So why on earth would they pay you another 3,000 to, again, deliver no results? The reason clients routinely pay you is because last month's results were amazing, and this month they want to give you that same amount for you to get those same results or even better results. That's why they keep paying you. If you're not getting any results, they're not going to pay you for very long. Okay? That's just the math behind it, right? Now, the number one best way to get the best results possible for your clients is to bring on somebody onto your team who knows how to get the results. They come onto your team and they implement on their strategies, on their systems, on their procedures that they know work because it's worked in the past for other brands. So for this brand, as long as the brand is qualified, as long as this client is qualified, they're capable of receiving those top tier results. They're gonna implement on the process that works. Again, systems work, processes work, procedures work. So when you implement on them, the desired result is going to be generated, right? Just like client acquisition, like I was talking about before. And it's the same thing with service delivery, okay? And so rather than you wasting client money, trying things out yourself and trying to test things, you just bring somebody on. Yes, you have to delegate part of the profit, part of the client retainer to that team member so that they come on and do their job correctly and get results and whatnot. But that client is going to pay you every single month. So you're going to make far more. Yes, if the client gives you a 5,000 a month retainer, you may have to give $1,000 to a media buyer, right? Because you brought them on board to handle the client client service delivery. So now, oh no, I'm only making 4,000 a month, right, from this client. But the thing is, again, always think long-term with your agency. I know the title of this video is Build a 10K a month agency in 9 days. It's not very long-term whatsoever, but it can be done if you implement on what we go through and the homework section that I'm about to get onto here in a minute as well. But in terms of the growth and the lifetime of your agency, don't think in 5-month terms, think in 5-year terms, okay? Now, with that mindset, yes, you may be delegating part of the profit this month. So instead of making 5,000 a month, you're only going to make 4,000 a month. But guess what? You're going to get that 4,000 again. You're going to get another 4,000 from that one client profit, right? Because the results are there. Now, if you was to, if you was just to be super frugal with that money, you didn't want to delegate it to a team member or anything like that, you wanted to keep everything for yourself, right? That's okay. Well done. This month you made an extra 1,000 from that client. You've kept the full 5,000. But next month, because you don't know how to generate results, you're not going to get that 4,000, that 5,000 again. So now you're only going to make 5,000. Whereas before, if you was just to give away 1,000 a month from that client retainer, you're going to make 4,000 every single month, because you get an amazing results. Okay. Now that is the final kind of pillar to how you can build a 10,000 a month and a 10,000 a month agency, SMMA, social media marketing agency, whatever you want to call it, and sustain it for a long period of time and build off of that growth. Use it as a stepping stone. Next month, now let's shoot for 20K. Next month, now let's shoot for 30K and whatnot, right? That's how you build that long-term successful agency. And that's how you get your start in it, right? That's how you get your start in it. So I hope all of that made sense. If it didn't, as always, I'm in the comment sections of these videos. Just drop your questions, drop your issues, drop your concerns, and let me know. And I'll either direct you to a video, because I mean, guys, on this channel, I've got so many videos covering every single topic of building an agency, right? Every single topic of building an agency, I've got a video for. So I'll either direct you to a video or I'll just answer myself just personally to your direct question. Now, let's get on to the homework section. I've got 3 videos that I want you to watch and I want you to consume. Okay, and it ties in with the 3 actionable insights that we just went through in this video. Okay, now the first video. So the first video that I want you to watch and I want you to consume entirely is called How to Get SMMA Clients with Email Outreach in 2021. Okay, proven strategy at the end, because it is a proven strategy. If you implement on that video again, it's going to detail exactly how to go about getting clients with email outreach, as the name states, right? In 2021, it's a completely updated email outreach strategy. Again, that works. Okay, it just works. It goes a lot deeper, right? That's why I want you to watch that video, because in that video, as I say, I go a lot more technical on how you can actually send emails in the best possible way that get response rates and all that type of stuff. In this video, obviously, it was slightly more high level. All right. Now, again, you can find the links to these 3 videos that I'm going to describe here at the bottom of the description. So go ahead and click on those links, watch those videos. Okay. Now, the second video is called When You Should Hire a Media Buyer. In this video, the 3rd actionable insight that I gave was that you need to hire a team member. You need to hire a media buyer, top tier team, in order to deliver the best possible results for your clients. Now, again, there's a lot of caveats to that. It's like, well, when do you hire a media buyer? How do you hire a media buyer? How much do you pay them? All those things are covered in that When Should You Hire a Media Buyer video, which again, you can find at the bottom of the description in this video. Now, the final video that I want you to consume as part of this homework task is how to 5x your SMMA in 60 days. Now again, you can find direct access to that video at the bottom of the description in this video. However, in the 5x your SMMA in 60 days, in that video, I go through things that are a much more higher level. Okay. So in this video, I was talking about 0 to 10K a month. However, in that video, we go from 10,000 a month to 100,000 a month. We go through a lot more advanced strategies. However, I do think it's super important for you to, doesn't matter where you're at in your agency journey, go through and understand those higher level concepts, understand the heights that you can actually get to. And also, as I say, in that video, I go a lot more technical. I go a lot more deep in terms of how you can actually get to 100,000 a month. So I really want you to consume that as well, because I think it's going to massively help you, just fly through the 0 to 10K a month stage, absolutely crush 10,000 a month. Okay. And then you can start to focus on getting to 100,000 a month, which is where things get super exciting. So go ahead, complete that homework task, start actioning on those 3 actionable insights, and you are on the direct path to 10,000 a month with your agency. So overall, I hope you found value in this video. As always, if you did, please go ahead, smash the like button and subscribe to the channel and turn on those post notifications. It hugely helps out my channel, helps me help more people as well. And I think that is that. So go ahead, action on everything that we went through. And with that being said, I will see you in the next video.